So we are into the workbench, and let us first import the step file what we have created from the Parametric software. Now I'll just select the geometry of the Fluent module and right click it, go to import geometry, click on browse. Now it will you have to browse the location and you have to find the place where you have saved the step file of the respected CAD model. So I'll be selecting this garage file.stp file that is called as step file and click on open. Now if you remember over here, I said you that from this side, this particular phase, the air is entering into the garage, okay, and from this side it has to exhaust, but we haven't created any region on the surface that will indicate a kind of window or any ventilation that will uh, exhaust the air from the room, right? So what we will be doing is, instead of performing this activity over here, we will be performing the job in the design modeler. So this will at least help you understand some information about design modeler. For this reason, I'm just doing this job in design modeler. Clear? So we have to first right click it and edit the geometry in design modeler and wait for the design modeler to open. You can see the message being written over here, that is starting design modeler. And let us wait for it to open. Yeah, here it is. So I have this design modeler opened in the display, and you can see the imported file being represented with this symbol. So this symbol indicates there is something to be generated. Clear? So we have this option called generate. You just have to click on it and it will import the model in the display over here. Clear? So you can see we have this domain which we have created in the CAD model or the CAD software, that is Parametric, and you can see the exact model being represented over here. So there are two things what we have to perform over here. The first job is to create an outlet over here. Okay, so I want some kind of window or a door or some ventilation thing that will be considered as an outlet, because when the air is entering into the domain, it has to get exhausted from some region, right? So what we will be doing is we will be considering this face of the model, and on this model we will be sketching a geometry, and that will be replicating the ventilation for the exhaust. Clear? Now how do I model or how do I perform sketching on this? Because normally I've mentioned here so far that if you want to create a sketch in XY, select the XY plane. Okay, you can see the XY is in the center of the domain, and ZX is also in the center, and YZ is also in the center. Now how do I create a sketch on this face? So for creating a sketch on this face, you need to perform an operation, and the thing is you have to actually create a plane on this face. So you can see wherever the plane is available, we can create a sketch on that respected plane. So why don't we create a plane on this face so that we can create the sketch on that respected plane? Clear? And in order to create a plane on this face, we have to simply first of all just click on this fluid, right? And let me just turn off the plane display. Okay, fine. So I'm not selecting any plane as of now. Okay, now you have to select the face where you require a plane. So I require a plane on this face, so I will be selecting this particular face, and after selecting this face, I need to move on the top. You can see a small icon over here that is called as new plane. So I will be clicking on this new plane, and this face is selected. You can see automatically from face. You can just click on generate, and you can see the plane 1 is available over here. Can you see this X and Y axis over here? Clear? So this is the plane right now, and on this plane we can simply create any form of sketch. So we have to click on the plane at first, then go to the new sketch option, and you can see there is a sketch in the plane on the plane 4. Now simply select the sketch one and go to sketching options, and you can just align the view so that you can just model on it. So this is the view I need, and I'll be just selecting this axis icon over here, or bar, whatever you can call it, and you can just start modeling over here or sketching over here. Now what I will be doing is, since this is a complete conceptual study, I'm not replicating any reference data, so it is totally our choice how we really wish this model to be. Okay, Now you can create a complete some rooms or some garages will be having a kind of ventilation on the top near the ceiling, for complete length of the room. Okay, so we can do that thing, or if you want, you can just create a door like thing over here. Okay, something which allows the air to exhaust from the room, or you can create 1 and 2 windows over here. Okay, you can do anything, that is up to the user and the design of the room what you're considering. So I'll be creating a complete rectangular what do you call kind of ventilation window. Okay, and you can see the simplifications in CFD model. Well, in reality the window will be a complete solid model, but in this cases for CFD simulations it is not really desired for us to create a solid geometry in that form. So we can just play with the faces, we just have to rename the faces, and we have to assign the appropriate boundary type. That is more important in CFD, right? I'll just click on rectangle, and I'll just start from the origin, and I'll just stop over here. So this lengthier region is my complete ventilation exhaust here, and you can just press escape in the keyboard, you'll be back to the normal mode. So you can see the sketch being created on this. Now if I'm selecting the sketch surface filter, you can see that I cannot select the what do you call face. Okay, sketch filter is turned off because I'm in the section sketching mode. I'll just go to model, and you can see the face or the surface filter. If I'm selecting the face, the complete face is being selected. I want a split between the surface. Okay, I want only the outlet face to be selected, and I want this wall to be selected. Clear? So we need to do next operation which will help us to split the face. Okay, for in order to split the face, what we need to do is, firstly we need to create a line from sketch. As we have created a sketch, there is an option called as concept. In the concept we will be having lines from sketches. So I'll just turn on this operation and select the sketch which I have created from this outline, and I'll just click on apply over here. The sketch is selected, and you can see we need to generate over here, and I'll just click on generate. Now you can see a line being created on the sketch. If I'm just selecting this, you can see it is getting highlighted over here. Now that we have created a line, now there is another operation that we have to perform that will project this line on this face and divide the face into 2 faces. Clear? And for that we need to go to tools, click on projections, select the line. Okay, I'll just select this. Let me select one line and see whether it is possible for me to divide. Click on apply. Target is this face. Click on apply and generate. Let me see what happened. This is the first face and this is the second face. Clear? Now imagine, the reason why I have selected only one line is because this edge is coinciding with this edge over here, with the wall edge, right? So I need not select the complete edges which are coinciding, only the division is required. Imagine in any case, if your window is in this fashion, okay, it is completely in the middle of the room. So when you first, what you need to do, you need to just create a line at first. From the concept option, line from sketches, you'll be having a line over here. Now when you're going to tools, in the tools, when you're selecting projection, you need to select all the 4 edges. Okay, don't just select one edge and wait for the software to divide or split the face. That is not possible. Clear? I'm just explaining you what is the problem if in case you're not selecting all the edges. I'll just delete this sketch what I have created. Now you can see how many parts we have. We have the complete car body as one part, then we have the room, and we have this line. Line body should not be carried forward for the simulation. I'll just suppress it as of now. Even after suppressing, the division exists, don't worry. Okay, next thing is for the part that is solid model and the complete garage, you need to perform an operation and create only a single body. Okay, you can see here you have this car body placed on the floor, and you must be wondering there are no wheels for this car. I have just simplified the car, and if possible, that is not a big problem, we can add wheels also and we can import the model. Clear? Because the end goal of this work is to simulate a multi-species component in our simulation, so I just ignored that wheels and other accessories. In fact, the car is very simple, it is just a extrusion, and a very kind of very boxy shape. So coming back to the main discussion, we have to perform an operation over here, and I'll do one thing. I'll just pause the video. In the next video we will do it. Clear? So let us just move to the next video.